Good morning, everybody. This is Patrick Lee. It's time for Midweek Motivation Live. I hope everyone is doing great today. Filming the show today in front of one of the casinos here in Las Vegas on the Las Vegas Strip. I'm actually staying here in town for a convention for the real estate company, eXp Realty, that I have my team with, my license with. Many of you know about the Patrick Lee Group, and we kind of sponsor the show. But hey, I'm here across from Caesar's Palace. I'm getting some of this in the background behind me. Little location shots, right? There's Caesar's Palace. Pretty cool. Palm trees. You know, it's Vegas, right? Classic Vegas. The billboards, the shows, and you know, the giant casinos everywhere. And hey, you know, a lot of the things that have been going on with me lately, and the things that I've been trying to share with you to try to help motivate you. A lot of people watching in already. Thanks for tuning into the show each and every week. I love you guys, man. I have the best people that tune into the show regularly, get a little midweek motivation. But the thing I wanted to talk to you about today is the title of the show, Life is a Marathon, Not a Sprint. How fitting is that? There's some people running behind me. One of my teammates yesterday ran a 5K here. They had a marathon for health with tons of agents from eXp that were here for the convention, all entered in. And Elva actually was running alongside and met a fella that she was running with, and some people stopped and wanted to take a picture. And she stopped and said, "Hey, I'll take a picture with you too." And she got back and was talking with me and one of my teammates and showing us some pictures. She's like, "Then I took a picture with this guy." And lo and behold, it was Glenn Sanford, the owner and CEO of eXp Realty, who started this company that we work for now. You know, when I started this company 3.5 years ago, they had been in business about 12 years. And during that time, they had 5,500 agents nationwide in America. And that was in late November 2017. And here we are, fast forward to 2021. We've had 2 years nearly of COVID and lockdowns everywhere. And the real estate world has kind of gone crazy around the country and in some other countries as well. And we just surpassed 68,000 agents, y'all. 68,000 agents. So from 5,500 to 68,000, literally in 3.5 years. And it's incredible. And it just brings me to my topic. Life is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You know, I decided to get into real estate when I was 50 years old. 50 years old, y'all. I'd been through a lot. I'd had a lot of jobs. I'd worked for a lot of companies. I'd owned a couple of my own companies. Worked for myself a few times. And I had that epiphany moment in my life. Hey, I'm fixing to turn 50. It's now or never. I still have a lot of years ahead of me. And I believe that you still have a lot of years ahead of you. And maybe we were talking about this in the previous show. You know, maybe your ship feels like your ship is still stuck in the harbor and you need to set sail. But what I really want to talk to you about today is maybe you've been working on your goals and dreams for years and you don't feel like you're getting where you want to go. Maybe you feel like you are in a rut and you're moving, but you're not getting where you want to go. Just remember, man, life is a marathon. It's not a sprint. We're teaching that in a lot of the breakout sessions we're having here as well. People need to understand, you know, we've all come from somewhere, right? We've all got a background. We all have a past. We all have a history. We all have things that we have done. Some of them good for us, some of them bad for us. But if you find yourself in a place where you can do well, you just need to do more of what you do. You need to remember that life is a marathon. It's not a sprint. When you're running a marathon, there are times that you're going to catch a wind, right? You're going to get a second wind, a third wind, and a fourth wind. And you're going to be able to sprint a little bit. You're going to run fast. You're going to pick up some speed. Maybe you've slowed down and you've dropped behind. But you're going to get that second wind. You're going to pick up some speed. You're going to catch up to some people. You're going to pass them up. There are some people in life that you're going to lap, okay? If you're running around the track of life, you're going to lap some people. But I don't think that's you. I think that you may slow down from time to time. And just remember that you've got to reserve some of your energy so you can make the race, right? A marathon runner doesn't sprint and gas themselves out in the first 100 yards, right? They know they need to maintain a pace to be able to finish the race. And life is a marathon. You know what? It's a long haul. I'm just turned 58 this week. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to you too if you've had a birthday recently. I just turned 58 years old. I'm just getting started, yo. You know what I mean? Because that's my mindset. I'm just getting started. I'm not trying to jump to the top of my industry overnight. I know that that's probably an unrealistic goal. But you know what? I'm going to continue to run my race. I'm going to continue to conserve the energy that I need to conserve, and I'm going to spend the energy when I need to spend it. Because that's what this race is all about. That's how I'm going to make it to the finish line, and I believe that you can too. Caesar's Palace across the street, the Link behind me, Treasure Island, Paris, the Venetian, the Bellagio. They weren't built in a day. It took them years to build some of these places. They're amazing. The architecture is stunning. It's always a fun time when you get to come to Vegas and see some of the sights, right? Not all of the sights. Some of the sights are disturbing because, hey, it's Vegas, right? But some of the sights are great. The architecture is great. The lights, bells, whistles, the motivation, the different crowds of people. See, it's 8 o'clock in the morning here, and the sidewalks are full of people. The street is full of people this early in the morning. But you know what most of the people here in Vegas are doing? They're having some breakfast. They're drinking some coffee, eating a Danish, know what I mean? Eating a croissant filled with ham and drizzled in honey butter. I'm like, it's a good life here if you want it to be. The people that live here in Las Vegas have learned Las Vegas is Las Vegas. I'm going to go enjoy the things that I want to enjoy, and then I'm going to go home. I'm not going to try to live the Las Vegas strip life, right? Because that's unrealistic. We all have a life to live. We all have a race to run. And sometimes life just takes time. Life takes time. It took time to build Las Vegas, and now people come here from all over the world. I come here every couple of years, usually for business or a trip or vacation, and see the sights. In a couple of days we're gone. But some of the biggest brains, the biggest minds, the biggest thinkers, the largest conventions in America are held here in Las Vegas. So people come here from all over America and all over the world, and big things happen here. But the biggest thing that I want to get across to you is that life is, I've got comments, people commenting here. Hey, Christine, good to see you today. God bless you too. Yes, life is a marathon. We have big things ahead of us. You know what I mean? We have a lot of good things that we still need to accomplish. And you may feel like that you have been spinning your wheels, and we've talked about that. If you need to make a change, you need to make a change. But just remember, if you make the change in life, you're starting a new race. But it is a marathon. Put one foot in front of the other and see how far you go. You guys, Vegas is a trip. The things that you see, the different kinds of people that you see, it just never ceases to amaze me. But the thing that I realize is when I come here is I have a goal. I have things that I have to learn. I have things that I need to see, people that I have to meet. And I do those things. And then I go back to my room. Then I go have a meal. I go relax. And I don't try to pretend that I'm someone that I'm not. I'm just going to be me. I'm going to be my authentic self, my genuine self. I'm going to love on people. I'm going to be kind to people that I meet. And you meet some strange people in Las Vegas. But it doesn't matter if I'm in Las Vegas or I'm in Amarillo, Texas, or I'm in Bandon, Oregon on the beach. I'm going to be me, and I want you to be you. I realize that I have energy that I need to reserve, but I still have a spirit that I need to get across to other people. Hey, Cody. Wing Wednesday won't be the same without you either. Without me, it won't be the same without you either. If I'm eating wings in Las Vegas today, Cody, they won't be as good as yours. Thank you for that. But it's true. You know what I mean? I've got to be me no matter where I'm at. I need to be my authentic self, my genuine self. One of my friends told me that when I was on the way out here. He goes, "Hey, dude, you're a big man inside. You just need to keep sharing that with everyone, no matter where you are. Out there in Las Vegas, you just be you." I said, "Thank you. That's exactly what I intend to do. Thank you for the reminder. I have a person, it's me. I have a spirit." I learned in one of these breakout sessions the other night about the different parts of the body, the body, mind, soul, spirit. Um, and all of those need to be taken care of. So I do. All of yours need to be taken care of. So I do. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to connect with you on a physical level. I'm going to connect with you on a spiritual level, a soul level, an intellectual level. And I'm going to try to do my best to bless you in any way that I can, to uplift you, to move you forward, to help motivate you, help give you the tools to prepare you for life. And that's really what this show's about each week. You know what? I'm here because we had a great year. This is EXPCon 2021. I've had a phenomenal year. I got some hardware while I was here. I won some awards. I got to pick up some pins and buttons. I've got some trophies on the way. But you know what I'm here to do? I'm here to meet people. I'm here to collaborate. I'm here to hang out with people like me, people that want to help others. The company that I work for is 100% collaborative, not competitive. The fun thing about that is as we collaborate, we still continue to win, right? We continue to win because when you're doing the right things in the right order, you can't help but win because that's what winners do. The right things in the right order. It's one of the sayings we have here at the Honey Badger group that I'm a part of at EXP. Do the right things in the right order. And if you're genuine, if you're operating from an open-handed concept, a heart full of love, you can't help but succeed. So I want to hang out with, talk with, collaborate with, rub elbows with a whole lot of other people like me, because that charges my batteries up so I can turn around and run my race. I've been in the marathon of real estate now for 8 years, and it was a slow start, and now I'm picking up momentum. But you know what? I'm still in the first part of my race. I still have a lot of years left ahead of me, and you guys are going to be watching the journey as I go all along. And it may be I'm on the treadmill of residential real estate for another couple of years, but it may be in business ownership, it may be in more growth, it may be in more collaborations with other people, bigger names, bigger teams. But as always, I'm going to continue to be me, and I'm going to keep bringing who I am to you each and every week. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to get off here. I've got to go on to a meeting this morning and get this day started. But I did want to take the time to jump on here and motivate y'all a little this week. Life is a marathon, man. It's not a sprint. Save a little bit of your energy, but continue. I hope you're like me, and I hope you get charged up by giving to other people. I believe that you do. Everyone that watches the show, I know that you're givers. But I hope that you get recharged, that your batteries get recharged when you give of yourself, and then in return you get filled back up. Because that's truly what we're here to do, right? Some people are like a sponge, but a sponge is only good. They just sit there and soak things up. But you know what? A sponge that never gets wrung out will get moldy, start to stink, right? A sponge is that it's being used at its best capacity when it gets wrung out and then used again, right? Every time you get wrung out, you have the ability to absorb more. And then you go get wrung out on someone else and you can absorb more. And that's when you're doing your best. That's when you're being utilized at your fullest. It's when you're giving to others that recharges you and you continue to pour out into other people. You guys, I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.